Hey everybody, it's Comic Crack, and I believe we're live. Yes, there we go. Um, so I wanted to shoot just a quick video today about a special guest interview I have coming on this Wednesday, which is May the 11th. It'll probably be around 1:30, 2 p.m. Central Standard Time for me here in Winnipeg, Manitoba. So if you want to swing by, or if you're around or you catch it later, I was contacted recently by Dan Fogel. If you followed my channel for a while, you saw a video where I kind of went almost page by page through his Fogel's Underground Price and Grading Guide, talked about it and didn't quite tear it apart, so to speak. Maybe that's a little harsh, but definitely didn't hold back any criticisms that I had. I guess he found the video and contacted me on Twitter, found me on Twitter, read some of the stuff that had been posted on Castle Red Skull as well, and got in touch with me about the possibility of just having a talk so he could kind of clear some things up. He felt that there were some things that I brought up in the video that just needed some clarification, and he wanted to chime in his 2 cents worth. So we've been talking the past couple of days off and on, just very briefly. I've been experimenting again with the Hangouts, just to refamiliarize myself with things because it consistently changes. And our hope is this Wednesday, May the 11th, at about 1:30, 2 p.m. in the afternoon, Central Standard Time, we'll be able to sit down for about an hour or so and have a talk and go through the guide together. I can bring up some points that I had. He can address some things that that he disagrees with or has his own explanations for, as far as what was included in this book. Not only, hopefully we'll talk about this book as well as other things, talk a little bit about his life in underground comics, which he's been involved in since, the late 60s, early 70s, just his life in general with underground comics and publishing. He also is an art dealer as well for some of these underground comics guys. Most notably, in kind of doing a little more research this week, I found a couple of videos where he was at a Spain Rodriguez book signing many years ago. I think it said 2011, I think that video was, if I'm not mistaken. And he was showing off some pages that he had, and he had some guy Colwell pages again. And if you've been following my channel lately this year of my kind of resurgence back into the underground comics scene, Guy Colwell is somebody I hadn't heard of before, and when I discovered his Inner City Romance, became a big fan. So all of that type of thing, how he represents some artists and helps sell some of their art, and just his continual work in underground comics and publishing, and also his work with the other price guide as well. So it should be an interesting talk. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm really glad he got in touch. It wasn't my intention when I made the videos. It's never my intention when I make these videos that somebody's going to see them and that's associated with whatever I'm criticizing or critiquing or just discussing. It's never been my intention to get into that side of it. But at the same time, it's not something I will shy away from. I stand behind everything I say in my videos, and it's just great to be able to have a chance and sit with him and actually talk to him, and in turn learn more about the underground comics history itself. One of the things that we briefly talked about in one of our discussions, because it's been something that's been on my mind lately, as far as the Canadians that existed in the underground comic scene at the time, especially at the time when it was kind of all in its heyday, in its boom. And, the few names that I do know, obviously Dave Sim, Sue, HSU, I believe, did Quadrant, Peter, I think it was Peter Sue, Rand Holmes, names like that I know existed. But as far as a Canadian contingent I'm really curious as to how many people there were, how big of a group there is. And he said that it's something that he's still finding out about to this day, and kind of finding little bits of information as he goes. So I'm interested to hear about that too. Again, I don't know how much we're going to get into specifically. I'd like to, the main reason for this is to talk about the Underground Comics price guide. But again, with his vast knowledge on the Undergrounds period, hopefully we have time to kind of expand on that a little bit and talk about a little bit more. So again, that's going to be this Wednesday at 1:30, 2 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time. I will have the chat open as well and be following that. So please feel free to watch and comment. I know that it's in the middle of everybody's day, and unlike me at this specific moment, people have jobs and lives to get at. So I completely understand if you can't watch it live, try to watch it when it's uploaded to the website, to the YouTube channel. But if you can watch live, feel free to participate. Feel free to ask questions about things that we're talking about as we're talking about them. I'll try my best to keep an eye on the chats. I'll try to do a Travis type job of keeping an eye on the chats like he does on the roundtable. But I think it's going to be really great, and I'm really excited about it. I'm really glad that he decided to get in touch, and I'm looking forward to the conversation. So that's it, I guess. Tune in on Wednesday, and you'll see some more. That's all I got for you today. I was going to talk about some free comic book day stuff here as well too, but maybe we'll save that for a separate video. One thing that I will kind of just quickly talk about, I found this in my garage again, an RCA video camera, BW00003. I found it at Valley Village quite a while ago now, quite a number of years ago actually. Probably when my son was little. And I just kind of rescued it out of the garage. So what happens is that camera plugs into this box. This box plugs into your VCR, and you record in black and white straight to VHS tape. I just ordered yesterday on Amazon a little, I don't quite know the term for it, a video capture device, I guess. And basically it has RCA connections that then convert it to a USB drive. It comes with some basic capture and editing software that you can then capture. You can transfer VHS tapes and things like that to a digital format. I'm hoping that I can do it, that I can just route this camera through a computer and record it live. I'm going to go later on today to Valley Village to see if I can find a full-on tripod, because underneath it does have a threaded spot there to connect to a tripod. So I'm hoping I can find a full-size tripod. I'm really curious to give that sucker a try and do some black and white videos. It's got a built-in microphone as well, but if it turns out, like I said, it's been many years since I've played around with it. If the microphone doesn't work, I do have my audio recording gear. So there we have it. Let's just cut it off there, shall we? As much as I want to hang out with you guys and continue talking, Lillian is asleep, and I'm going to go and lay on the couch. So again, Wednesday, Dan Fogel of FUG fame, Fogel's Underground Price Guide fame. Wednesday, 1:30, 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. Tune in live if you can. If not, be sure to watch the interview later when it's uploaded to the channel. I'm sure it's going to be great, and I'm sure he's going to set me straight on a few things. Thanks very much for watching, everybody, and we'll see you on Wednesday.